What is up, guys? Happy Saturday. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys. As the title says, these are some common fitness myths that drive me absolutely insane. So, obviously, fitness has been around forever, okay? Weightlifting, dieting, all this kind of stuff. And there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad, all right? Some stuff, it might just be, hey, there was studies back then that made sense, but now more stuff came out that it doesn't work or it's not true. And then other stuff, I just have no idea how it even got there in the first place. And it's just absolutely insane. And sometimes it is hard to tell what's real and what's not. You see someone that's strong or has a good physique, or for whatever reason, they have goals that align with yours, and then you're going to buy into whatever they say, even again if it's completely wrong. So here are some four. I have them on my phone just to keep track, so I don't get too sidetracked. Four common kind of fitness myths that bother me, and not only do they bother me, but it also has an impact on you guys. All right. So first one, you guys may be aware of this. I do not like the keto diet. And so to me, this, the big myth is that, the keto diet is this end all be all diet that if you jump on keto, you will lose 1,000 pounds and you'll just be in the best shape of your whole life. First off, if you guys do not know much about the keto diet is you consume mostly fat, a decent amount of protein, and very, very little carbs. This is kind of like a repackaged version of the Atkins diet. There's a little difference, but they're very similar. Now, the keto diet has been effective for people that like epilepsy. I'm not sure why it works well with people for epilepsy, but there are certain medical conditions that the keto diet is good for. But for the general population, I do not like it. Now, here's the thing. You may lose weight with keto, and here's why. You are cutting out a lot of carbs, okay? Most people, to lose weight, if you cut carbs, you're going to lose weight because a lot of us eat too many carbs, okay? So, yeah, that's good. However, in the keto diet, okay, they're going to say, no oatmeal for you. That has carbs, and carbs the devil. However, if you want to eat a whole bunch of bacon, knock yourself out, okay? What you got, or people put like butter in their coffee, or ridiculous amounts of coconut oil, okay? MCTs. Don't get me wrong. MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, there's a deer over there. I just saw it. Just like anything, in moderation, they're good. They help with energy. However, if you are just guzzling fat, whether it's in your coffee or you're just eating bacon, that is not good for you, okay? So I think when we look at diets and supplements and stuff like that, there is this kind of balance between effective and healthy. Sometimes they go hand in hand. That, yep, this diet or whatever is effective at weight loss, and it's good for you. That's the route you want to go. There are things that are effective, potentially like keto, but aren't very healthy for you. Or another one, this is going back to when my dad was younger and he used to work out. There was ephedra. People were taking it, to amp themselves up for their workout. And if you guys really aren't aware, one, ephedra is illegal now, but it's pretty much meth. And so I don't think I have to tell you guys why meth is not a good thing to be taking. However, it was effective at getting you ready to work out. So that's where it's like, it was effective, but obviously it's not safe. So obviously I don't want you guys to think that I think keto is as bad as using meth. However, I want you guys to understand about the analogy that it can be effective as in, hey, you're losing some weight with keto, but it can be potentially harmful by eating a ridiculous amount of fat. Okay, so that's kind of myth number one. Again, low carb diets aren't bad. So it's not the problem I have with having low carbs in keto. It's the stupid amount of fat. Okay. Second, also one that bothers me is lifting weights will make you bulky, make you look manly. A lot of the ladies here, you guys don't want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Here's the thing. It is ridiculously hard to look bulky. Okay. It is not easy. Those bodybuilders, the guys that you see on stage and like the little, they're like thongs and they're all oiled up and they're flexing on stage. Those guys have been training for 15, 20 years. Their life is dedicated to this, okay? They take, you know, a lot of steroids as well to get that. But don't get me wrong, it's a lot of hard work. I don't want you guys to think that I think it's just steroids. However, you know, steroids help them get that crazy big, you know, or even there are female bodybuilders that are also very big, you know, or that, you know, stuff like that. It's not just lifting that does that. It is the diet, okay? It doesn't matter how you lift. If you are only eating, let's say, 1,700 calories a day, you cannot look like those people. You will not look like Arnold Schwarzenegger at 1,700 calories a day. No matter how many curls you do, how many push-ups, okay? Lifting weights does not make you bulky, okay? You need calories, especially protein, to help build that muscle. So you need, you know, some of these guys, this one guy I follow who's not that big. I mean, he's in fantastic shape and he's way bigger than me. But most women would find him attractive. You wouldn't see, oh, he's too big. I forgot the exact breakdown. I think he was around like 300 or 400 grams of carbs a day. Okay, he's eating a lot, and the even bigger bodybuilders are eating way more. Or, for example, like the world's strongest men, obviously those guys they don't look very muscular, they just look very big. Brian Shaw, an American strong man, he was eating about 10,000 calories a day, okay? None of you guys are eating that much. So just because you curl, just because you push up, just because you squat, you are not going to look bulky, okay? It is way, way harder than you guys think. Trust me, if weightlifting by itself made you look bulky, I would be about 100 pounds heavier, much more muscular than I am, if it was that easy, all right? Next one also drives me insane is when people say blank is bad for your blank. Lunges are bad for your knees. Squats are bad for your knees. Deadlifts are bad for your back. No, they're not, okay? Being weak is bad, and it's dangerous. Being strong will help that. If you guys have poor form, poor posture, muscle imbalances, pre-existing injuries, that may bother your lower back or bother your knees. And when you do go to squat or you do go to deadlift, it may be like, hey man, you got some issues, you gotta fix that. But deadlifting by itself or squatting by itself is not bad for your knees, okay? So if your knees start to hurt, don't be like, man, squats are the worst exercise in the world. No, you have something else going on that you need to address. Okay, maybe it's your form, maybe it's your overall posture, maybe it's for example, for me, especially if you guys watch how I walk, my left foot is more pigeon-toed, so it points in. Okay, so I don't really have any issues now, but maybe in 15 and 20 years, if my left knee starts to bother me or my left hip starts to bother me, and when I'm squatting or lunging. It's not the squat or lunge's fault. It's the fact that for my whole life, my foot's been crooked. And I've worn, my knee and my hip in a incorrect and weird manner. So I really, really hate when people say, oh, squats are bad, or, this, or, oh, we're doing squats, you're trying to kill me. No, we're doing squats because it's one of the best exercises you can do to work your whole lower body and your core. Squats hurt your knees because you have an issue that hasn't been addressed yet, okay? Or you're still working on and you haven't fully, answered it, all right? So I hate when people say that, because there are a million people that deadlift, a million people that squat and that lunge and do all these things and have no issue, okay? So it is not the exercise's fault. There's something else going on that causes this issue, all right? And then my last point, it's not, it doesn't really bother me. I just want to make you guys more aware. And it is talking about muscle soreness, okay? So, some people think that, if I'm not sore after my workout, did I really work out? Did I really get stronger, or that, being sore inherently means I'm going to get stronger, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I love the feeling of being sore, okay? It's rewarding because it makes you feel like you did something, I love sore hamstrings. They suck, but I love them. However, whether or not you're sore doesn't necessarily equate to having a good workout or not, okay? For some people, they just don't get sore in general, or certain body parts don't get sore. Okay, like for me, I could always get my hamstrings sore. You know, did stiff-legged deadlifts, hamstring curls, another thing called GHD. It's a, we don't have it at Raw. It's at Oakland Gym. It's whatever. It's a leg exercise. You know, I always get my hamstring sore. I would have a hard time getting my back sore, like from like rows or lat pull downs. Hard time getting my biceps sore, but I could get my triceps pretty good. Shoulders, iffy. Everybody's just a little bit different. Just because you're sore, just because you're not sore, doesn't mean you're getting stronger or you're not getting stronger. To me, what a better reference is kind of be mindful. Okay, you know, this week, you know, I deadlifted 315 pounds for 8 reps. Okay, so let's see where I'm at in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. You know, maybe I went 8 reps, now I'm at 10 reps. Well, instead of 315, I'm at 325. And maybe throughout that whole period, I wasn't sore once. That is very, very possible. However, you know, you got stronger. So again, do not judge, you know, the workout on if you're sore or not. You know, especially, you know, if it's your first time working out, or, you know, you've been off for a while, or we try a new exercise, you might be more sore than normal just because you're not used to it. However, you know, very quickly, generally speaking, that will wear off. And once your body kind of gets used to it, you won't be as sore. Now, again, you still have to progress, okay? If you, for the past 6 months, keep grabbing the same 15-pound dumbbells, you are not going to progress. That's just how it works. However, you know, let's say you start at 15s, then you move to 20s, 25s, 30s. You could keep progressing how you're supposed to and not really ever get sore, and that's not a problem. Okay, again, being sore does not necessarily mean you got a good workout. Okay, you know, there's a saying, I think it was there's a very popular bodybuilder back in, I think, like the 80s or 90s. His name was Flex Wheeler. I think this quote was from him, and it was, you know, stimulate, don't annihilate. And what he means by that is stimulate the muscle. Whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to stimulate my quads, or stimulate my, you know, my lats or my rhomboids. I'm trying to do that stuff, but I don't have to spend 3 hours just brutally killing, you know, my legs or my back to get an effect, you know? You know, and so that kind of, to me, that kind of goes along with being sore. You do not need to go crazy, you know, to get an effect. You know, our 45-minute online workouts, or even like the 1-hour tribe ones, that's plenty, you know, and we do it where, yeah, there might be a little bit more core in the finisher or stuff like that, but we're not really overly annihilating any body part, you know. And so, you know, there's a happy medium. You don't want to go over the top. I kind of think that's the same way, you know, for soreness. You know, being sore is fine, doesn't really matter, but it's not about absolutely putting your body through the ringer and thinking that is how you're going to get stronger. You know, feeling dead after literally every workout. You know, yeah, you might be tired. You know, one workout might really kick your butt more so than others. You know, but you shouldn't be like, you know, thinking that, you know, I have to be sore, I have to kill my body every workout to get a benefit. You know, and like I said, you know, there are some body parts that I just don't get sore in. That doesn't mean my back isn't growing or my quads aren't growing. It's just because, hey, I happen to not get sore. But again, do not worry. You don't have to judge your work on how sore you got. Again, guys, those are, you know, kind of the main, you know, kind of myths. Again, part of it is just like, hey, this stuff kind of bothers me. I want to make sure you guys are aware of it. But then for the last one, for the kind of soreness part, you know, some of you guys may be kind of, you might get done with the work and you think, hey, that was a good workout, and you wake up the next morning, you're not sore, and you're like, oh man, I wasted a workout. Do not beat yourself up. You didn't waste a workout. Okay, you're still gonna get stronger. You know, your heart is gonna thank you. Your lungs are gonna thank you. You know, your whole body will thank you. So do not, you know, beat yourself up if you're not, you know, crazy fatigued after that workout. So that's it, guys. I will hopefully you guys see you tomorrow at the 9 a.m. workout. You know, and also, guys, just a reminder, Danny posted, he shared out the band, at-home band workouts. And again, if you go to the exercise, it should be blue and underlined. You click it. There is a link attached to the exercise for the YouTube video for that band. For example, it may say lunge, but like, what do I do with this band? Or for example, there is a mini band lat pull down and a big band lat pull down. They are different, okay? So depending on which workout you're doing, click that link, because the big band lat pull down, hook it up on something high and you pull down. With the mini band lat pull down, I call it, you handcuff it, you put it around your wrist, pull apart, and you really keep pulling apart as you drive your elbows down, okay? So it's a little bit different. So click those links so how am I doing this exercise? Because you may know what a squat is or a row is or whatever, but you're like, wait, how do I incorporate bands into this one? So do not, go ahead, check those out. They're more strength-based. There's no cardio in it. It's all just, total body strengthening. So it should be a fun little, change of pace for you guys compared to our normal large group workouts. But that is it, guys. I will see you guys next time.